Good morning, YouTube. We're back in it again with my Speedqb build, the 40 RPS build, single sector stroke. And yeah, one of you guys in the comments asked for an in-depth review of the internals, so I got it open for maintenance and I thought, hey, let's make that video. So to start off, we got a gearbox. It's just your regular 8mm bearing gearbox. Nothing really special about it, just I believe China made. We did a couple things because of the MOSFET wires. We cut off the stiffs. We did a radius job everywhere. Just a small things. Clean out the gearbox because everything was green, yellow grease from China. We don't like that. And the gearbox itself, I chose to use bearings. I've got these. These are FPS soft air bearings from Italy. Probably they are also MOB ASO bearings from Japan, I believe, I think, because I've got the ASO bearings from China in Asia ordered, and they look the same like these from Italy, so probably the same. But they do the job. They spin like crazy. Keep on rolling. Okay, what's up next? We got a 13.1 gear set from GMT. They are like, yeah, rebranded SHS, probably OEM SHS, different batch. A couple of things about these gears. The screws, you need to unscrew them if you get a new set and use Loctite, because that's the kind of Achilles heel of these gears. Are like they can come loose in your gearbox, can hit your way too expensive MOSFET, and yeah, that's something that you don't like. On the sector gear, I removed the first two teeth with a grinder, and the last I like to do on both sides, because I always see that if you do it like 3 or 4 on the pickup side, you get somehow a tappet timing issue, and if you divide it on both ends, you get less. I got the sector delayer chip, also from FPS Software in Italy. I got a lot of pairs of them. They're a really great company. I will get a link in the description. The guy that owns the place, Luca, has a really hard mind for Airsoft and is really innovating stuff. So check out him on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. He got it all. FPS Software Italy. So yeah, the sector gear, spur gear and bevel are just 13:1. Yeah. Next up, I've got compression sets, stock cylinder head. I want to change it out for or FPS software part, or maybe a chess Airsoft part made. I'm not really quite out that yet. I've got a Zero Shock piston from FPS Software in Italy. Piston head is from SHS. I had it lying around. I've got a Vuitton O-ring. These O-rings are also from FPS Software, but they are widely available. Because yeah, if you got the right O-ring size, they are always available in Vuitton, mostly on the internet, everywhere in the world. The benefits of a Vuitton O-ring is they can absorb more heat than just a standard black O-ring. That's really the difference. Luca from FPS Software, he's selling also X-rings. Then they got like the sender that will make contact with cylinder on the front and the end, and now only in the middle with a regular O-ring, X O-rings. Google them, really good stuff. I've got spring guide, G&G. I've got 2 spaces on them. Actually, they should hit the bottom, but they don't. They are so tight. The shims are from Ballistic France, but I think if you search the internet and got the right diameters of your spring guide, you can find something. They're around. The height is compatible with having 4 on them. I having 2, but it's the same height up as 4. The spring, There was somebody last week in comment that asked the spring. It's a M125 with the short stroke teeth. I'm hitting 340 FPS, so that's okay and allowed for my country. I'm from the Netherlands, so we have a 1.2 joule limit, indoor outdoor, for rifles and rifles that can fire automatic, with a 0.3 gram BB. So I'm at the 340 FPS with O2s and around 1.1 joule with O3s. So that's awesome. I'm using O25s in these, works really well. Tappet plates. I've got a FPS software tappet plate, reinforced one. These are also compatible for G&G gearboxes because they got the cuts in front. Really, stress and heat resistance one, because it actually only makes contact with these 4 plates that are sticking out. So there's way less stress, way less resistance, really nice. Trimmed the tappet fin a little bit because of PME and all the good stuff. I've got a nozzle also from FPS software. Like 60% of the compression parts are FPS software. Really good stuff. There's actually the G3 nozzle. It's 21.3 millimeters, and it's really really meshing good up with the max model hop-up unit that I'm using, because mostly the nozzles are 21.2 millimeters for most stock hop-up units, or 21.4, but Max really wants that 21.25, 21.3 millimeters nozzle. So a G3 nozzle, really good one. Yeah, the heart of my gearbox is actually a Gate Titan. I really don't have to tell anybody about this. That's way too much on the internet. It's the basic version. It's really used, 3 years old. I've got the clock on 125k BBs. It's already in the 3rd build now. Really good company. Nothing to say on that. Trigger, really easy one. Retro arms. I believe the G orange. I like their orange color a lot. It's not like gold, but it's getting there. Tappet plates, trimmed. So on both sides, 2 extra rings are 2 extra coils are cut out, so that the spring has more tense, because 38, 40 RPS, that's where it's at now, right now. The motor that I'm using is a 26 TPA motor from a company of Italy, Soft Air Games, I believe. Pro 10C 26K, brutal engine. I like it, but it's strong. It's like the strong that I want, but it doesn't have the RPMs that I want. It's a little bit slow. Maybe for DSG it would be awesome, but not for this one. And other small bits, I've got a anti-reversal lash from G&G. They are a little bit more, they got a little bit more meat on them. Really strong. But I'm also thinking about to leave this out and set it on precock. One of my buddies has an AG now without a tappet, without the anti-reversal latch, and he gets 3-4 extra RPS out of it because of the less resistance that it will give. Yeah, and that's a little bit the end of this review. So, if you have any questions, leave a like and leave a comment. Ask me anything. I will reply in a week or so. And as always, stay humble, stay healthy, and see you on the field.